When you Google search remote work, you'll find photos that tell fascinating stories about the work style. For example, you might find a relaxing image of a woman working with her laptop on the beach, without a care of sand or water that could destroy her hard drive. Or you might discover a scene where a man logs into a team video chat after a treacherous climb to the top of a mountain. As you get deeper into the results, the visual narrative gets more mystifying than ever. You might even find a scene from a sci-fi drama where a remote employee ventures to the moon just to avoid his colleague. While some stock image companies might like to assume that all remote employees are introverts who work antisocially from the moon, this is far from the truth. Here are the 5 remote work myths you will leave behind after this workshop. 1. Remote employees are lazy and barely do work. 2. Remote employees are so lonely. 3. They have no work-life balance. 4. You can't be a people manager if you're remote. And last and final, the biggest myth. Remote workers don't have a real job, or it's a low-level job. So now, let me first welcome you to the real world of working remotely. Also my world. Honestly, for me, nothing beats it. I get to work whenever there is internet, meaning my kitchen table, my home office, a coffee shop, a co-working space, or even traveling in a different country. I love the freedom it gives me to have a career and a life. And I love that I can be productive on my own terms. That being said, there are a lot of myths about working from home, like I'm in my PJs eating bonbon all day and that's just for entry-level jobs with no opportunity for career growth. In fact, studies have shown that remote workers can actually be more productive and make more money than their in-office counterparts. Still, I often get asked what the heck I do all day as a remote worker. So I thought it might be helpful to give you a glimpse into what I'm seeing as an average day and look from the outside of the office. I try and wake up on an early side. And yeah, I know I could take a time to basically save on my commute and just sleep in. And some days I do that. But most days I like to use that extra time to get some exercise maybe before my day starts. Now, normally, if I was going into the office, I'll be spending this time getting ready for work, rushing out the door to start on my commute. Instead, I make myself some coffee, I eat breakfast, I'm on my back porch or just in the kitchen, and if it's nice outside, I start even prepping for my day outside work. The first thing I will do is take 2 minutes to plan my schedule. I look at how much work I have and what's going on with my life, and I schedule my accordingly so I'm getting everything done on that day. For instance, if I know I have some meetings in the morning, I'll take those from home where it's quiet. Again, if I run to the office, I have to deal with reserving conference rooms and finding quiet nooks in the building to take a phone call, which is not that awesome. Now, as I progress through my morning meetings, I also make sure to stand up and stretch or do some occasional push-ups. Well, not that often, I admit. But to help with my posture and overall well-being, I try, at least. And yes, I technically could do this in the office, but at home, let's say I don't get judgment. And to try to plan my lunch breaks at around 12:30 or so is quite easy. Usually I order an Uber Eat, a salad, and head to a coffee shop or a co-working space for a change. And my pace of the afternoon is to escape the social isolation of work alone. I like the ambient noise of these places, honestly, and there's usually a bunch of other people in there working, which is honestly motivating. But I make sure to bring my earbuds so I can really hone in and avoid distractions when I need to. And in general, there's got better coffee than I'll be drinking in most of the office break rooms, to be honest. Yeah. Sometimes you just need to meet face to face, I admit. So if I have an in-person meeting scheduled, I'll invite them to the coffee shop or better, maybe even a co-working space nearby. There are great communal places to meet where a more professional vibe than a coffee shop and also gives folks the glimpse into a day in the life of a remote worker, which I also find pretty cool. I usually shut things down at around 4 or 5:30, sometimes 5 before heading home. If I know I have some evening plans, I'll make sure I'll schedule time to get groceries, to prep for dinner, and then spend the rest of my evening just hanging out with good friends, virtual or otherwise. Or on a low-key night, my wife and I will chill at home and watch a movie. That's pretty much. Nothing too crazy, right? I just make sure I have a good plan to get all of my work and life stuff done to give me a nice balanced day. It's pretty exciting that you're embarking on your own remote working journey. How you decide to plan your day will really be up to you and your own lifestyle. The great thing is, you have a say in how you spend your time, just as long as you're getting all your work done and staying productive.